Hi, boys and girls. I'm happy to be back with you today. The last time I was with you, we were talking about informative writing, and writers can write different things. You could be a narrative writer or an informative writer. We talked about what informative writing was, and if you remember, informative writing was something that the writer wanted to teach us something or tell us something about. So we were able to answer our essential question was, what is informative writing? And if you remember, I gave you some ideas or examples of different types of informative writing. And we said instructions and notices and recipes and pamphlets and maps and calendars. And the reason we said this type of writing was informative because it was telling us something or teaching us something, and it was full of facts. You were supposed to walk around your house, but you could find that the writer was using informative writing. And I wonder what you found. I went for a walk around my house and I saw something right away. I had just finished reading the newspaper and I looked at all of that writing in the newspaper and I thought, oh, that was informative writing. It was teaching me and telling me all sorts of things that were happening right there in Bloomsburg. So today I'm going to read a story to you about the butterflies. And when we're done, I bet you can become, help me become an informative writer. And I'm going to show you how we can do that. So the story I want to read to you today is called Butterflies. And I picked the story because my friend Lily and I had a little chat the other day and she was telling me all about these butterflies that she's going to be having at her house. And I thought, well, I want to know a little bit about butterflies like Lily. So the author of my story is Karen Sharpino and the illustrator is Jean Casel. Butterflies. See the butterflies up in the sky? Watch as it flutters by. Butterflies start as a tiny egg. Out comes caterpillars with many legs. Little caterpillars growing long, crawling, feeding, getting strong. They love to nibble and to chew. They eat small leaves and big leaves too. 4 weeks pass and they grow more. They shed their skin 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4. They're shedding their skin 4 times. Once again, a change comes around. Now it's hanging upside down. And soon it's been this silky pad to hold on tight and a halter, too, to keep it right. Now it sheds its skins 1 time more to reveal a chrysalis, not at all like its skin before. Inside the shell it's changing, growing. Eyes, legs, wings are almost showing. What can it be? Wait and see. It's a butterfly. Its wings are wet. It has to rest. It cannot fly yet. Soon it tries hard with all its might to spread its 4 wings and take flight. Like a flower in the sky, what a sight! A butterfly. Wings of black, orange, yellow, and blue, red, green, gold, and purple, too. Colors bright as a rainbow. What makes these colors? Do you know? It's layers of little scales that we see. They make the colors as bright as can be. So here you might see a butterfly that looks blue, but if you get really, really close to it, you can see all of these different colored scales that make it look that way. Butterflies drink nectar from pretty flowers. It tastes sweet, and they will sip it for hours. They use their long, thin tongues to drink. That's kind of odd, don't you think? From caterpillar to butterfly takes 8 weeks in all sizes of butterfly, big or small. See the butterfly up in the sky? What? Watch it as it flutters by. And these are some of the butterflies that you might see outside. Boys and girls, when I read that story, the author was informing me of all different things about butterflies. And I want to take that information that I learned and I want to become an informative writer. But there's so many things I learned in that story, but the easiest way for me to do that is to use something called a graphic organizer. Now, don't tell your mom and dad or your Grammy or Pappy who's at home with you, but a graphic organizer is kind of like a cheat sheet. But a graphic organizer or a cheat sheet can help me get all of that information I just learned about a butterfly and help me get it on a map so that I can become an informative writer like the author. So this is what I made. I know that everything I'm going to be writing about is going to be about butterflies. So I wrote the word butterflies up here. And then I thought about what are some good words to help me describe what I learned. I learned that some things that butterflies will do. I learned some things that butterflies can do. And then I learned some things about what butterflies have. So I thought those were 3 really good words to use to help me organize my ideas so that I can inform somebody else. I want to become an informative writer so that I can teach or tell people about butterflies. So what I did under the word will was I had to think about what it is that butterflies will. Butterflies will. And I thought way back at the beginning of the story, and I thought, well, butterflies will start out as a caterpillar. When this story started, it wasn't talking about butterflies at all. So I wrote down start as a caterpillar, and I'm going to hang this right under here that says will. Now it says butterflies will start as a caterpillar. And then I thought, what else? Butterflies will. Butterflies will. And I came up with this idea. I remember the author telling me that butterflies will change inside a chrysalis. It did not change into that butterfly until it was inside that chrysalis. I'm going to hang that under the word will. So now my paper tells me that butterflies will start as a caterpillar and butterflies will change inside a chrysalis. Wasn't that neat? You can now inform people through things about butterflies. Then underneath the word can, I had to think about what did that writer inform me about with the word can. And I thought about this. I thought this was really cool when it said that butterflies can be many different sizes. And that last page, we got to see some of those butterflies. Some are really tiny and some are really big. I'm going to put here that butterflies can be many sizes. And not only can they be many sizes, but I did hear that author tell me that they can be many colors. It showed us how those scales are really, really tiny, but that's what makes the color of the butterfly. So now I have butterflies can be many sizes and butterflies can be many colors. Over here, I have the word have, and I had to think, oh, there were so many things that the author informed me about that butterflies have. But one of the things I thought was really fun was butterflies have long tongues. Remember, it used that long tongue to drink all the nectar out of the flowers. So now I have butterflies have long tongues. And the last thing, all butterflies, it doesn't matter what size they are. It can be a big butterfly or a little butterfly, but all butterflies have 4 wings. Now, boys and girls, I am an informative writer. Did I write sentences, though? Doesn't look like a sentence, does it? But this is my graphic organizer where I took all of those facts that I know about butterflies and I organized them on my paper this way. The next time we get together, I'm going to teach you how we can take these facts about butterflies and turn them into sentences with all of those wonderful things that you already know about a sentence. Then we will have 6 really good sentences that are going to inform people about butterflies. You will be an informative writer. I hope you had a good time with me today. I miss you all. I miss seeing you at school and walking down the hall and practicing all of your soaring. But I'm sure you're doing a great job at home too. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.